Hello, Master Numerologist Alvin Moore here, and today I would like to continue my series on exit points, sometimes referred to as transitional numbers. An exit point is the day, the month, the year, and the age that a soul leaves the body. Today, I would like to talk about the great silent film actress Gloria Swanson. Gloria Swanson was an American actress, singer, and producer. She was one of the most prominent stars during the silent film era, both as an actress and fashion icon. She was the first lady to be nominated for the first Academy Awards in the Best Actress category. Now, when I think of Gloria Swanson, the words that pop into my mind is, if at first you don't succeed, try, try, try again. Gloria Swanson made her transition on April the 4th, 1983, from a heart ailment at the tender age of 84. Now, Gloria's first subcore is the number 4 because April is the 4th month. And the number 4 energy likes to put things together like puzzles. It enjoys figuring things out. And the 4 energy is also the physical body because the 4 vibrational energy represents matter, M-A-T-T-E-R. And the physical body is condensed matter. The physical body is composed of light energy, but you do not perceive that light energy because the vibration is moving so fast. So to you, it condenses into something that's solid. And so therefore, the material world becomes solid only because of the rate of the vibration. In actuality, everything is just light, protons, neutrons, electrons. But we cannot perceive that with our physical eyes. Clairvoyants, with their ability to see beyond the physical, they do see these. They do see matter as not matter, but as electrons, energy. But anyhow, the 4 energy is the human body. Now, Gloria Swanson was able to figure out which foods was able to keep her body strong. And around 1928, she became a vegetarian, and when she was an early health food advocate. So she knew the importance of maintaining her physical vehicle through the proper selection of health food. Health foods or raw foods carries a very high level of vibrational frequency. It's like miniature batteries. The human body, as stated earlier, is composed of atoms, and atoms are composed of electrons, neutrons, with a center of nucleus, and that is energy. That's pure energy, solar energy. And what live foods does is charge those cells, just like you charge your cell phone. The body needs to be charged. Well, she was able to figure that out early in her life. And because she was able to figure that out early in her life, she was able to maintain good health throughout her 84th years on this planet Earth. So anyhow, she was a big health food advocate. And this is way back in the 1920s. Now, what's interesting, Gloria's second subcore is also the number 4 because she left on the 4th. And this is revealing the personality of a lady who took her craft very serious because the 4 vibrational energy is a very serious, down-to-earth type of energy. A lady with a very strong organizational skills as well, and who was able to rise to the top of her profession due to strong discipline. Now, Gloria Swanson's father was a military man, and during the years between her ages of 7 and 15, Gloria was an army brat, and she was being exposed to the strict discipline of soldiers. And Gloria saw firsthand the value of such discipline, and she really implemented that into her life. She was able to visually see um, the value that self-control can demonstrate in an individual's life. She may not have understood what she was taking in, but it was registering in her subconscious. So anyhow, self-control is a trait that few people is willing to cultivate. Most people surrender themselves to the outward pleasures of the world, and it gets a lot of individuals in trouble because they lack the self-discipline of the four energy. They don't know how to put the brakes on, so to speak. Now, these double fours, when combined, creates a very successful and resourceful number 8, because 4 plus 4 is 8. And Gloria Swanson was a very successful individual. She was able to transcend movies, and she was able to become successful in other areas as well. And she also was able to make the transition from silent movies to talkies. So the 8 energy was brought about by hard work and stern discipline because of those double fours. And those two fours make an 8 energy that's strong and solid and unwavering in their pursuit of their objectives. Now, Gloria, third subcore is the number 3, and it consists of the 4 sub-elements of the 1, the 9, and the 8, and the 3. 1983, that's when she left her body. Now, the strong number 1 take the lead and is complemented by the resourceful third sub-element of number 8. So the 1 and the 8 complements each other because they are both outgoing type of vibrational energy. They are very focused type of vibrational energy, and they are also a very heavy type of vibrational energy. Okay? But the fourth sub-element is the number 3. And it brought out the very creative and artistic aspect of Gloria Swanson. The 3 energy is the energy of creativity, of innovation. And Gloria Swanson was known to be a fashion icon. She was known to, not follow the rules when it came to fashion. She set trends. And so that 3 energy had a great influence upon her. As a matter of fact, her destiny is a 3 energy. I'll share that with you guys in just a moment. But let me continue. So, the fourth sub-element is the number 3, brought out the very creative and artistic aspect of Gloria Swanson. And Gloria's second sub-element, which is the number 9, and this 9 energy had a tremendous influence on her personal love life, in which I will talk about later. Now, when we add all 4 of the sub-elements of 1983 together, we are going to get the compound number 23 is going to give us back to the number 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. This is the powerful, creative, and artistic number 3. Now, you have to understand, she made her name in silent films without using a voice. And so the power had to be on facial expression and body movement. And she was very gifted in being able to display emotions by different body postures, different face configurations. And we was able to feel her emotions, even though it was nonverbal communication. And so that number 3 energy from her third subcore meant that she was very gifted in that area, and she was very successful. Now, Gloria was known throughout her life to set fashion trends. In this sense, she was not a follower, but a leader. She had a keen eye for fashion and would display her creative style both in film and in her personal life. Now, let's take a look at our first 2 subcores, the double fours, And we're going to add that to the year of her departure, which is 1983. And we're going to get the compound number of 1991. Now, those double nines are extremely emotional, and they desire love and to be loved. And those double ones, when merged together, create the number 2. So what's going on here on the outside in her professional life, she was solid as a rock. She was like unmovable. But in her personal life, she was drowning in emotional need. She had a tremendous amount of 9 energy surrounding her in her birth cycle and in her transitional numbers. And those double ones are also are indicators of a very strong need to try to fit in. She wanted to fit in. She needed to fit in. But she was being challenged in that particular area. So the number 2 is an energy that very much wanted to belong. And so all 4 sub-elements added together, you're going to get the compound number of 20, or reduced down to Gloria Swanson's major chord, which is the number 2. The 2 energy is the opposite of those 1s and 4 and 8s. It don't think much of itself. On a personal level, it surrenders very eagerly and very readily to emotional, very strong need and desire to be loved, to be held, to be whole. And that was her major chord. That's what she was really struggling with. On this level is where she struggled. She was trying to fit in on an emotional level, trying to search for a father figure. That's what it was all about. She married 6 times in search of trying to just fit in, trying to find that father figure in her life. Because her father, the mother and the child left the father because, once again, alcohol played a vital role, and the father, because he was in the military, he was always uprooting and moving about. And so the mother decided that, enough is enough, so she took Gloria, and they came out, I believe, out west. But anyhow, all of her life she was trying to fulfill that vacancy, and that's with those 2s and those 9s. And in her numbers, she did not have any 6s, not in her transitional numbers, and nor in her entry numbers. Those are the birth cycle numbers. Those are the numbers that she was born in. She married 6 times. The number 6 energy, which rules marriage, was absent in both her transitional numbers and birth cycles. Now, Gloria Swanson left her body at the age of 84, and both of those sub-age chords are masculine and strong, creating a personality who walked to her own drum. Both sub-age chords, when they are added together, create the strongest force, which is the number 3. And so Gloria Swanson was surrounded by a just strong inner impulse to perform, to create, to act. That's what she was primarily all about. The voice, very strong vocal pronunciation, but challenged emotionally. Now, the 3 energy rules the voice, and Gloria Swanson initially wanted to become a singer. She wanted to become a singer before she became an actor. But the 3 energy rules acting and singing, so she was in the ballpark. And her strong sense of fashion, the 3 energy rules fashion in the sense of creativity, being able to come up with style, being able to come up with different type of creative patterns. All of that is found within the realm of the number 3 vibrational energy. Okay, so her strong sense of fashion, her charisma on stage and on film propelled Gloria to the top of her profession. Gloria Swanson was a very dynamic actress because she stayed strong. No matter how many times love knocked her down, she got back up and she continued to move forward. And that is good. That's good advice. No matter how many times life knocks you down, you got to get back up and you got to move forward. And she tried love 6 times. Most of us would have been knocked down for the count after the first blow, but not Gloria Swanson. So that's my analysis of Miss Gloria Swanson. Rest in peace. Now, my next video, I'm going to deal with a performer known as the entertainer. And no, I'm not talking about Cedric. I'm talking about an individual that's a legend. I'm talking about an individual that was out front when most African Americans was not allowed to be out front. I'm talking about a performer that was gifted in acting, dancing, singing, and tap dancing. And he was one of the Rat Pack. Can you guess who it is? Well, for those that need a little hint, he was very, 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 very successful in his profession. I'm talking about Mr. Sammy Davis Jr. So that's going to be my next analysis. I'm going to take a look at his transition number. He left the body at age 64. So for those who've been following my analysis, you understand that the sixth energy deals with affairs of the heart. And so there's your first clue. What was important to him or what was challenging him in his life. And then the four energy represents a good, strong discipline, but it also represents physical foundations crumbling and tumbling down. So tomorrow I'll put it in perspective in just how that 6 and that 4, which came back to the number 1, because 6 and 4 is 10, 1 plus 0 is 1. It comes back to the 1, meaning that once again, he was the man. He still is the man. We do not have any entertainers today of his caliber that can do it all and do it well. And he was able to do it in a time in American history in which African American men was not really accepted by the society. And he had to endure a lot of fire and a lot of heat, especially when he announced that he was Jewish, a black Jew. So he raised a lot of eyebrows, but he did it his way. So anyhow, until the next video, everybody keep your heads up and understand that you are a glorious being. You are part of the Supreme. Don't sell yourself short. Thy will shall be done. What you think come to pass. So be a master of your thoughts. Be a master of yourself. Be an inner master. Peace.